EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their 6'5 quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wentz. Joshua Jackson there to knock that one away. We'll take a look at the starters here defensively for the Packers. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 51 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The numbers for Sanders last week, well into the triple digits, and they'll take that every time out.
What I loved was just how decisive he was running the football. Coaches like guys that go north and south. They don't like the east-west guy.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Rodgers now on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Mike, here we go. Waiting. Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. That is caught inside the 5. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
They'll run with Sanders. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. And, Charles, we get a look here at the key inactives, and I tell you what, a big list for being this early in the season.
If there's any silver lining at all, you're hoping you can get these guys back, and now you'll play well down the stretch with them. But what you're also hoping is that the guys who have to play for them, the next man up mentality kicks in, and those guys take care of business.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position.
Let's go, D. Check it back.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Rodgers going to throw. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. Fights through him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And able to find Graham, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Working from the gun, Rodgers. This one caught by Davis. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. is Rodgers on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on fourth down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll hit Jeffrey, complete. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield. And
Tighten down. There you go.
now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give them the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That catch good for 5. It's third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
They go play action here on first down. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Bryant now to tack on the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. Fielded about a yard deep.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Jamal Williams making his way back onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he checks this one down to Williams. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Looking left side, and it's complete. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Rodgers now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers being chased out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, Orbit.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown.
Oh, yeah.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling as the first half. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, high 7.
To throw is Rodgers. Going to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And he's got room. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other.
Touchdown, Packers! From 10 yards out, as they are able to cut into that lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Shotgun now for Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz. That's complete to Jeffrey. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Rodgers now on 1st down. Making the catch is Sternberger. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Rodgers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers going to throw right side here. Complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Completes it to Davis. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Rodgers got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and didn't do it very often.
Now Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers throwing again. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep them in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a Packers touchdown. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The deep ball, and now they...
Go. 280. Kill.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half.
Let's go.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
I'm not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
The Packers go for it. Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. It's caught by Davis. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Wentz now on first down. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup was just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
Once again with Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? From the gun, it's Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hey, Delta.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now it's Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. The Packers on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Rodgers to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. Rodgers now to throw. And Graham's got it. Complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, and that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick, and it's 3rd down. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th and goal here as they search for a late score. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Slam, slam, slam.
Quick throw there out to Jeffrey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Here we go. Back man. 180. Check.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're